With everyone seated in the living room of Badger's house, Laszlo settled back, loving the feeling of having his friends grow and become a bigger, stronger family than even what they were before. Badger was moving, though slowly. It would be a long time before he would get a prosthetic back. Kat, at his side always, doted on him. Laszlo knew they would have some badass prosthetics coming their way when the time was right, and he couldn't wait. Laszlo glanced around at the group and said, "It's good to see everybody here again." "Except not everybody's here," Eric said. "Jager's missing. He's still dark." "Do we know for sure he's even alive?" Eric nodded. "I got another message, but it was simple. He's still hunting." "He always was a bit of a loner," Laszlo said. "If he'd at least check in with us, we'd have a chance to tell him what information we have." Geir sat on the far side of the room. "He's a good man, and when he's hunting, there's no one else like him. But I wish to hell I was out there hunting with him." Eric nodded. "And what we have to figure out is what's happening next. The meeting's here for Badger's sake, as he's not supposed to be moving as much as he is right now." Badger waved his arm. "I'm fine." Kat reached over and laced her fingers with his. Laszlo smiled. "With Kat at your side, it's no wonder you're fine." There was some good-humored ribbing, which Badger accepted with a smile. "She's the best thing that's happened to me." His gaze locked on Laszlo. "Did you ever notice the similarity between our group and Mason's and Levi's?" Laszlo winced. "Hell no." Eric and Talon chuckled. "Well, you should, because you're next." Cade had stayed quiet in the corner, Faith at his side. A couple beers opened between the two of them. "It's all right, Laszlo. When you're ready, it'll happen." Laszlo shook his head. "What I'm ready for is to find this asshole." "We're doing a full workup on Mouse," Eric said, returning to the business at hand. "We're tracking down anyone he was in contact with. And I have to admit, it's not much. So I suggest what we do right now is everybody tell me everything they might have heard or knew about Mouse. I thought I knew him pretty well, but honestly, when I tried to dredge up some memories, it was a lot of ribbing and teasing and bugging. I thought his family was from Texas. As far as I knew, he only had a mother." Cade leaned forward, a frown on his face. "That can't be right. I swear to God he was from California and that he lived with his parents before hitting the military." Badger looked at the two of them. "Really?" Eric glanced over at him. "What do you remember?" Badger frowned. "I was closer to him than all of you. I thought he had only an uncle in Texas, but I don't remember Mouse being very willing to talk about him." "Do you remember why?" Laszlo asked. "No, but he was pretty adamant. I just can't remember if he gave me a specific reason or not. The thing about Mouse was he always made up stories. It was pretty hard to tell what was real and what wasn't," Badger admitted. "But he was young. He was trying hard to be one of us, though weaker than we were. He would turn into a hell of a man and be a great member of the unit, but we all knew he wasn't quite there yet." The men nodded. "That's true," Geir said. "We covered for him a lot, and we helped him to make the grade as many times as we could, but he always knew he wasn't as good as the rest of us. But we never bugged him about it," Cade said. And again, the men nodded in agreement. Eric wondered about that. Do you think he wrote to his uncle or whoever in his world who's trying to get back at us that we were less than supportive? That topic brought up silence all around. "He might have," Talon admitted. "Any teasing we did was in the same vein as teasing we always did. It was lighthearted, and we never meant any of the insults. It was the way of the world, our world particularly," Talon said. "He was always pale. Remember that?" he added with a crooked grin. "We used to tease him about spending more time in the sun to gain a bit of color." "I remember that. And he hated coffee. He's the only one of us who didn't drink coffee." Eric smiled with the memories. The others all pitched him with bits and pieces they knew as Eric wrote it all down.